What happened in the cold, dark water that night would change both of their lives forever. And by morning, kindness would come knocking in a way no one could have imagined. Before we begin, if you love real human stories that remind you how powerful kindness can be, please subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. This is Kindness Diaries, and your support helps us keep these stories alive. The jet belonged to Marcus Hale, a billionaire tech CEO known across the country. He was brilliant, driven, and always in control until the engine failed. A violent jolt threw passengers from their seats. Oxygen masks dropped. The cabin lights flickered. The pilot's voice cracked as he announced an emergency water landing. Among the passengers was Ethan Brooks, a quiet man in his late 30s. He was a single dad of a 7-year-old girl named Lily. Ethan had won the ticket in a charity raffle. It was supposed to be a short break, a rare treat after years of working 2 jobs since his wife passed away. He hadn't expected luxury. He definitely hadn't expected error. The impact with the ocean was brutal. The jet skidded, split, and began to sink. The water rushed in. People screamed. In the chaos, Marcus slammed his head and went under. He couldn't move. Panic filled his lungs as icy water swallowed the cabin. Ethan saw him. He didn't know Marcus was a billionaire. He only saw a man drowning. Ethan fought through debris and darkness. His lungs burned, but he pushed harder, grabbing Marcus by the collar and pulling him toward the broken door. The current was strong. Metal sliced Ethan's arm. Still, he didn't let go. They burst into open water. Waves crashed. The night was endless. Ethan wrapped one arm around a floating panel and kept Marcus above water with the other. Marcus coughed, gasped, and cried. He clung to Ethan like a child. Minutes felt like hours. Ethan's strength faded. He thought of Lily, her laugh, her drawings on the fridge, the promise he made to always come home. With one last surge of will, he kept them afloat until rescue lights finally cut through the dark. Both men were pulled onto a boat, shaking and silent. Paramedics worked fast. As Marcus was rushed away, he reached out and grabbed Ethan's hand. "A thank you," Marcus whispered, tears mixing with seawater. Ethan nodded, too exhausted to speak. They survived. Headlines called it a miracle. Marcus was surrounded by doctors, lawyers, and security. Ethan slipped away quietly after being stitched up. He didn't give interviews. He didn't ask for anything. He just wanted to go home to Lily. The next morning, Ethan was making pancakes in their small apartment. Lily sat at the table, coloring a picture of a plane and a stick figure with a cape. "Daddy," she said, "are you a hero?" Ethan smiled softly. "No, sweetheart, I just helped someone." A knock echoed through the hallway, then another. Heavy, important. Ethan opened the door and froze. 3 black Cadillacs were parked outside. Men in suits stood straight and silent. And in the middle of them was Marcus Hale. He looked different now. No boardroom confidence, no polished smile. Just a man with tired eyes and deep gratitude. "I've been looking for you," Marcus said. "May I come in?" Inside the small apartment, Marcus took in the peeling paint, the second-hand couch, the stack of overdue bills on the counter. Lily peeked from behind Ethan's leg. Marcus knelt down. "You must be Lily. Your dad saved my life." Lily smiled shyly. "A thank you for saving my daddy too," she said, meaning the plane. Marcus stood, his voice shaking. "Ethan, you gave me my life back, and I learned something out there in the water. All my money, all my power. It meant nothing. Kindness saved me." Ethan shifted uncomfortably. "Well, I didn't do it for a reward." "I know," Marcus replied. "That's why this matters." He handed Ethan a folder. Inside was a deed to a house near Lily's school. A full college fund for Lily, and a letter offering Ethan a leadership role at Marcus's company with flexible hours and real benefits. Ethan's eyes filled with tears. "I don't know what to say." "Say you'll let me pay your kindness forward," Marcus said. "You say you'll keep being the man you already are." Ethan looked at Lily, then back at Marcus. "I'll say thank you, and I'll teach my daughter that helping others matters more than anything." The Cadillacs left, but something stayed behind. Hope. Months passed. Ethan settled into his new job. He volunteered at the local rescue unit on weekends. Lily thrived. Marcus, changed by the experience, launched a foundation focused on emergency response and everyday heroes. He often told Ethan's story, but never his name, saying, "A kindness doesn't need credit." And somewhere in a quiet neighborhood, a single dad tucked his daughter into bed each night, reminding her that the world can be kind, especially when we choose to be. Because sometimes the greatest wealth isn't money. It's the courage to help someone when it costs you everything. If this story moved you, share it. Be the reason someone believes in kindness today. And remember, one act can change a life.